Hi, I'm Asia, and welcome back to the Strange Days Diaries, and welcome to another day in the life. If you're new here, or if this is the first time you're seeing my face, like I said, my name is Asia, and I live and travel full-time out of my 1990 Chevy Astro van named Spec. I only make solo female van life content, and I post twice a week, every Tuesday and Friday at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So welcome to another day in the life. You guys, I'm officially caffeinated. It's way later than I wanted to start the vlog, although I did technically start the vlog today at 6 a.m. and I need to tell you all about it. It's currently 11 a.m. and the sun just came out. I'm currently in Monterey on the California coast, and I woke up at 6 a.m. to a tornado warning, high wind warning, and a flood warning. And I hardly slept all night because there was extremely heavy, crazy pouring rain on the van all night, and I was parked under a tree, which is a poor choice, but I was parked under a tree and all these limbs, like not huge limbs, but limbs nonetheless, were falling onto the van. And the later into the night, aka the earlier into the morning it got, the worse it got. And so at 6 a.m. when I started getting all of the warnings on my phone, and my dad texted me about the tornado warning in San Francisco, even though I'm not in San Francisco, I felt like it was happening here. I got up and I drove, which you might think, that's a really stupid idea. Maybe you shouldn't drive in tornado gale force winds. And I agree, you really shouldn't. But I needed to leave my spot because it was flooding, and the tree I was parked under, I honestly was scared a big limb was gonna fall onto it, or the tree itself was gonna fall. I'm not kidding. By the way, if you're not familiar with this area or this part of the coast, the trees around here are prone to falling in like severe weather. So I just didn't want to risk it, and I needed to drive. And it was so intense driving at 6 a.m. in a place I don't know. There were fallen trees everywhere. The rain was more intense than I've ever experienced it in my entire life. And I did manage to get some footage, so I'll play it here for you now. All right, it's closed off. Can't go to the beach. This is as fast as my windshield wipers will go. Well. So yeah, intense. Honestly scary. And the worst thing that happened this morning, I didn't film because in the moment I'm so hyper focused on like getting through, but I happened to be on this one road where the wind was directly coming towards me. It was 50-mile-per-hour gusts of wind, and it was whipping up the puddles to the point where like the water was spraying up and around. I literally couldn't see. And in this one moment of me essentially driving blind, which is terrifying, and I'm driving like 5 miles per hour because I don't know what's happening. All of a sudden, a really, really loud boom and a bright blue light lights up to the left of me. And I look over and I realize that the power lines are like exploding right next to me. I don't know what happened, if a line fell or if they touched each other or what happened, but I turned onto the next road. I took a left, which gave me a little bit of a windbreak, and I ended up parking, and that's where I am now, and I've just been parked here ever since. It was such a dramatic morning. I hardly slept because of the rain already and the wind, but then, you know, by 2 a.m. the wind was just getting so intense, and yeah, just intense and scary. I'm so thankful for the sunshine. I can hear the wind. I know it's still kind of crazy out there, but it looks like the rain has stopped for a while, and I have some fun, exciting things I want to do today and bring you guys along with me. So welcome to another day in the life. It's crazy, but this is my life, and this is what actually happened this morning. But I really want to get going now that the sun is shining, the rain has let go, and I'm just going to bring you along with me. So if you're a longtime viewer of the channel, you would know I use what I call a rain magnet to put over the top of my back doors to seal the back doors off from rain, to prevent the back doors from leaking on me. But it's gone. It must have blown away, and I looked around for it and I don't know. So I've just been sitting here in this spot since like 6:37 a.m. and it's 11 a.m. and I don't know when it blew off, but thankfully my back doors have not been leaking. But that's never happened before, where it blew off by my van just sitting here. So if that doesn't tell you how extreme the wind has been, then I don't know what would. The street lights are out. Pretty sure the power was cut. All right, it's a four-way stop, y'all. It's a four-way stop. It's funny when the lights aren't flashing red, people don't know what to do. Especially since the sun is out, you would really have no idea the kind of wind and rain and storm we experienced basically all night and all morning, except for there's some debris on the ground, but otherwise you would have no idea if you just seemingly slept through it, or if you don't live in a van on the freaking street and like literally having physically experienced it. Except now that I said that about like maybe you wouldn't have been able to notice that there had been a storm overnight unless you noticed the debris on the ground. I bet the coast, like the beaches, are torn up. And this morning, as you guys saw, I did want to go out to the beach just to see, but it was like all closed. You couldn't even access it. All the roads were closed. But now I'm kind of wondering if the roads are open. So I kind of wanted to go to the beach and just check it out. Well, this is a big ass tree that's down. Okay. So there's something. Looks like these are big tree branches that they just kind of moved over here. I just pulled up to the Safeway that they just like probably took out of the parking lot so it's not like obstructing traffic. Man, this is gonna be an interesting day. I just put my beanie on because it's kind of chilly out. I love this freaking hat, but I'm at Safeway and I need to take my trash out and pick up a couple things before hitting the road. Up to this gas station and it kind of looks like every single pump is out of order. Damn, every single one. I wonder if this is because they lost power or something. Huh, I don't know. All right, hopefully this gas station is working. I see people at the pumps, so I have faith. Yes. All right, we are good to go. Never mind, strike two. I don't think these pumps are working either. And I just talked to another girl and she said it's because they've lost power. So I'm gonna go into the 7-Eleven and just see if they could like put money on my pump, but I doubt it. Okay, yeah, no power, so I can't pump gas here. Nobody can. I have a half a tank, so I'm good to go. I just wanted to like top off. I'm gonna go a little further, like 100 miles down the coast today, and I'm sure I'll find a gas station at some point. But this is concerning for sure. This has never happened to me before. I guess we'll see what happens. I have a personal rule that I don't always abide by. I'm not perfect, but I try really hard to abide by, and that is to always have my gas tank at least half a tank, always. So like once it gets to half, I essentially consider that empty, and so I go and top it off. And I've always thought it's just like a good safety precaution, and this is the first time in my life where it's actually kind of saved me. Like I met a woman at that gas station, she's like, no, I'm on E, like I need gas. And I also saw a Vanlifer at that gas station who I didn't get to talk to him, but I'm 99% sure he's completely on E and needs gas and can't go anywhere. So he's just camping out literally in the parking lot until the power kicks back on. So pretty wild. But I'm on Highway 1 now, headed north. wind is insane. But what I was gonna say is we're definitely heading into the storm, and I am about to kiss my sunshine goodbye. Oh, out of service. Okay. I just topped off with gas, which felt great. Grabbed my favorite snack to snack on for the rest of today's drive, and my water bottle from the back. Perks of having your entire home with you when you drive. But I wanted to quickly shout out the spicy tempura seaweed snack from Trader Joe's. This thing has me in a chokehold. It is so good. It's unbelievable. Just buy it. You'll thank me later, I promise. It's officially hailing. This is wild. My camera can't even focus past my windshield right now. Wow, so that was kind of a crazy drive, but I made it to, I think I'm technically in Half Moon Bay. Actually, let me check where I am. Yes, so I'm in Half Moon Bay, and I passed by a sign the other day when I was coming down the one that was promoting a lighted boat festival, like a holiday festive Christmas lighted like boat thing going on today. And so that's why I came down to Half Moon Bay. I guess a bunch of the boats are decked out with Christmas lights, and it's about 2 o'clock, so I still have a couple hours before the sun sets. There's supposed to be performances, like local artists, music, food trucks, like the whole nine. I'm really excited. I kind of got a small peek when I drove in here, but I haven't walked over yet, so I'm so excited to see. I'm also so happy to be off the road. I'm so thrilled. The sun is out. It's been like maybe the craziest weather day ever. I'm so glad though to be off the road. I'm also parked in a spot that I think I might be able to pull off spending the night tonight. If not, there's a few other places around here that I've scouted out that I think would work. It felt so damn good to finally get off the road. Today's weather might be top of the books for me as far as craziest weather in one day that I've experienced. So it felt good to finally be at my destination for the night and get on my feet and get out of the van. My favorite part of van life is being able to actually get out and explore the different places I'm able to drive to. Half Moon Bay is a really special place on the California coast. And when I saw that they were having a lighted boat festival, I just had to come back and check it out. As I took this walk, I saw them setting up for the festival, but nothing was exactly totally set up yet, and that was expected because I was really early, but it was still nice to just take a breather, take a walk, and check it out before the event actually started. So I hopped back into the van because it's just a little too early to be going to the event, and I'm hungry. There's definitely food trucks there, and I might get like fries or a drink or something later, but I have food here in the van, so might as well, you know, eat it, save a couple bucks. Nothing like a spicy steak and potato Campbell's chunky soup for dinner, you know? I'm so excited to see the Christmas lights. I saw some people putting the lights up like on their boat when I went down there earlier, so I'm so excited to see it after dark. I'm also feeling extremely lazy, and I'm just gonna eat this out of the can, so please don't judge me, but I'm tired after that big drive, and I'm honestly like on the brink of going to sleep, but it's only like 3 p.m. so I don't really want to take a nap or go to sleep. Maybe I'll make you know what? I'll make a cup of coffee after this. That'll help me. I don't know why, but sometimes it almost tastes better like out of the can, not warmed up. Don't ask me why. Also, so I'm currently parked by this like Italian restaurant, and there's no parking signs like right here where I'm parked, but right here at the like restaurant I spy this parking restricted sign, tow away sign, but I'm pretty sure it's for the lot that's right there. But when I take a walk later and go back to the pier, I'm gonna take a much better, like closer look at the signs and the parking restrictions, because I seriously think that I could just sleep here overnight. I think I could do it. As the sun dipped down below the horizon, I finally stepped out and headed over to the Lighted Boat Festival. And it definitely brought me lots of joy. It was really cool seeing all of the different food trucks and local stands selling their goods. And I just love little local events like this. Farmers market, just things like this in general are always fun for me to attend. It wasn't quite dark enough yet to see the Christmas lights in their full-blown glory on the boats because it just wasn't dark yet. But I did get a couple clips you'll see here in a second of everyone setting them up on their boats. And a lot of them are lit, so you can kind of see them in the clips here in a moment. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to stay past dark to see all of the Christmas lights in their full-blown glory because unfortunately there were just a couple guys that were parked in front of Spec when I left Spec that were eyeing the van like crazy, and it made me very, very, very uncomfortable. I was getting that bad gut feeling as I was walking around the event that Spec might be in danger, and this has happened before where people are kind of eyeing the van. And if you're a follower of the channel, you would know that not so long ago I had someone attempt to rob and steal the van. So I cut my time at the festival short and just went back to the van. Well, I ended up cutting my little Lighted Boat Festival excursion, I guess you could say, pretty much in half because I'm paranoid about the guys who are parked right in front of me. And I just had a gut feeling, like I always tell you guys, gut feelings, like go with them. So I ran back to Spec because I feel like I need to just be with her, protect her, and potentially move. But I have to just sit here and suss it out and see. I have the camera at a weird angle lowered down because I don't want them to like see me talking to the camera. I think that'd be weird. They're probably innocent, just chilling in their car, but I did notice them kind of checking Spec out earlier. So I don't know, better safe than sorry. I did see a lot of stuff over at the festival and it was really cool nonetheless. And yeah, I think I'm honestly gonna hang out here for the rest of the day and suss it out, possibly move. I'm not sure. Time will tell. But I think that's going to be about it for today's vlog. It's been a doozy for sure, like a crazy day, and I'm tired. So I'm going to wrap it here. Thank you again, as always, for watching, subscribing, and liking. I love you guys so much. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you on the road.